West is a beautiful.
Max,
Okay, sorry.
No, stand in the same spot.
Alright,
We're not gonna.
Let's redo it.
We're not
Okay.
gonna. No, we can't stop recording. You have to keep recording the whole time.
Alright.
We just.
Yeah, go.
Go.
The West is a beautiful place, and I'm sure that after this video, you're going to be yelling "Yeehaw" for the West. You should move to the West because they will grant you a free 160 acres of free land. That you have to maintain. Let's restart it.
No, you can't restart it.
Sorry, it's hard to see sometimes. Here, just restart it really quick.
You can't restart it. You keep on going. Just start from the beginning. Okay.
All right. The West is a beautiful place, and I'm sure that after this video, you're going to be yelling "Yeehaw" for the West. You should move to the West because they will grant you a free 160 acres of free land that you have to maintain. Being a hardy, I can't read that stupid part. Oh my god. Okay.
Stand in one place. Don't be moving around. It's already a minute.
Alright.
It's already a minute long.
The West is a beautiful place, and I'm sure that after this video, you're going to be yelling "Yeehaw" for the West. You should move to the West because they will grant you a free 160 acres of free land that you have to maintain. There's a typo right there. There's a typo that
Just-
no one fixes.
Okay, just do it. Just read it how it should
Okay, I'm
No,
just.
I would go sit.
All right, no, your way.
Go, Max.
All right. The West is a beautiful place, and I'm sure that after this video, you're going to be yelling "Yeehaw" for the West. You should move to the West because they will grant you a free 160 acres, and that's a lot of acres, even for a cowboy like me. It has lots of open space, so you never feel crowded when you're minding your fields.
Mending.
Also,
read the sign again and say
Sorry.
mending.
dude, there's so many typos. I can't
It's
even-
okay.
Oh
Just
my
read
God.
it. Go read the script.
I spelled it alright.
Go. My
Okay,
hands
I'm
are
just gonna
getting
start.
tired.
Okay. The West is a beautiful place. I'm sure that after this video, you're gonna be yelling "Yeehaw" for the West. You should move to the West because they will grant you a free 160 acres, and that's even a lot of acres for a cowboy like me. Also, in the West, you can mine. Mining can be very profitable, and a good way to make $20 a day. Well, being a cowboy, I think I want to get paid that much, but there's a lot of mining options and a lot of mining jobs in the West. Restart.
No.
This will be the last restart. I promise.
No, you can keep on going. Dalton's gonna edit it. Okay.
Okay.
Read from the top. We scroll down. So.
You should live in a boom town. When you go to the West, boom towns are towns that are made in days. A town that becomes popular because of the ore that is there. The geography of the West is mainly just flat land, but there are lakes and a few hills. Rarely any trees in the West, but most trees are located in the new forest in the West.
Back. When you mess up, read the whole line again. Okay. So just read that line again. Only that one.
All right. The geography of the West is mainly just flat. There are a lot of rivers, trees, but they won't really get in your way. Actually, it's a very good water source for the large rivers there. But watch out for the critters that roam around in there. There is also one more job that is being a cowboy. Cowboys get paid $25 per month. For me, that's great because usually in other lands, where I'm a cowboy, I get paid nothing. They live in little mud shacks with 1 or 2 beds. They also.
No, but say we live in mud shacks. You're a cowboy.
But I'm trying to we live in mud shacks.
No, we live in little sheds made of mud.
All right. Okay, we live in little mud shacks.
Wait.
Well, Max, you're doing the editing now.
Dalton, go.
All right. We live in little mud shacks with 1 or 2 beds. They also.
Redo it.
Okay.
We live in little mud sheds.
Okay. We live in little mud sheds with 1 or 2 beds. We also work the night shift for 2 hours every night. Disclaimer. There's many dangers in the West, but still, they're most likely avoidable. There's many dangerous critters, animals, alligators,
Don't say alligator.
buffalo, Mr. Yogi. Okay, I'll redo that. Some dangers are wild animals. Believe me, okay. Some dangers are wild animals, and believe me, folks, they could do some hardy damage.
You could
Here, just redo that.
Okay.
There are many dangers being in the West, but still, they're 100% avoidable.
Nope.
Oh my gosh. Go
All right.
back.
There are many dangers in the West, but believe me, they are mostly avoidable. There are many wild animals, but believe me, folks, they can do some damage. Scroll down. Some risks are running out of supplies like food and water. You will need a lot of supplies for this journey. The West is a very dry place. You could you could become somewhat lonely because there will not be that many people to talk to. Again, it's still a pretty plain place. You know, you're in the middle of a desert basically. To you, everyone will be far away from each other, or at least a couple of miles before civilization. Some diseases or illnesses that people could contract is smallpox and blindness from blisters, which ain't that fun. After 5 years of living in your land of 160 acres, you will have to pay for all the land, acre by acre. You will pay all 160 acres of land. Let's redo that. That sounded horrible.
Okay, stand on one plate. You're like getting out of here.
All right. After 5 years of living in your land of 160 acres, you will have to pay for all of that land. Acre by acre, you will have to pay all 160 acres of land. That was horrible.
Okay, we can do a little bit of the video today. We still have time. So,
Alright, come on, Chad. Come on.
Okay, let's do. I want to redo some of the beginning ones.
yeah. So just identify.
I'll do like.
Don't.
Uh,
You wanted to be the editor. I said I'll be the
Max is
editor.
doing that now.
No, you're not. You haven't done anything, Dalton.
Max messed up so much.
It's okay. Okay, go.
The West
Oh,
is
wait,
a,
no.
The West is a beautiful place, and I'm sure that after this video, you're gonna be yelling "Yeehaw" for the West. You should move to the West because they will grant you a free 160 acres of free land that you have to maintain being a hardy cowboy. That's even enough for me, folks.
Wait, don't say Hardy Cowboy.
That's just like annoying because it's just
Don't-
like
don't
not
say-
even
don't say
written
that.
correctly.
I don't know.
Let's redo that second.
Is
The first
Cowboy-
one was good, but redo the
Cowboy
second.
something? Okay. Go. Okay.
You should move to the West because they will grant you a free 160 acres of free land, which is a lot of land, and personally a lot of land, and it would be great. Cut that.
Dalton.
Redo second. Okay.
Dalton.
You should move to the West because they will grant you a free 160 acres of land, and being a cowboy, that's great for me.
Don't say being a cowboy. Just say you're a regular person, okay? Don't say cowboy.
Okay.
Go.
There's lots of open space, so you will never feel crowded.
Restart that. I said go.
Alright. Believe me, there are lots of open space because you will never feel crowded. When you are Stop shaking.
Put your hands
Okay.
down. Put your hands down.
Okay. You should move to the West because they will grant you a free 160 acres of free land, and that's a lot for a cowboy like me. It also has lots of space because you'll never feel crowded when you are mending your fields. Also in the West, you can mine. Mining can be very profitable way of life, making up to $20 a day. But mine will go empty pretty fast, so you gotta hurry up to get your gold. Wait, redo the last two.
Do the beginning one more time. Do the this is a beautiful
The
place.
beginning was good.
Just do it one more time. Okay. Good.
Hello, my name is Max, and the West is a.
Don't say your name. Like just
Well,
say.
we
Just
need to
read
have
the
like
first
a
one.
better intro. Okay.
Just wait. What was your slang or whatever, Jake? Head to the west, cause what?
Head to the west because it's the best.
Okay, yeah. Say that. Head to the west because it's the best. In the beginning, and then say the 2 lines.
Head to the West because the West is the best. The West is a beautiful place, and I'm sure that after this video, you're gonna be yelling yeehaw for the West. You should move to the West because they will grant you a free 160 acres of land. And even for a cowboy like me, that's a lot. It also has lots of open spaces, so you will never feel crowded when you're mending your own fields. Alright, let's hear. I think we did all of it. Time's ready.